Insurance, simple human sense.
Satellite and radar shows dry conditions across mid-Michigan this afternoon with a lot of cloud cover in place. But notice off to our west, we're starting to see a few scattered rain and snow showers moving in off the lakeshore. Temperature-wise, we're at 37 degrees in Lansing, 39 right now in Jackson, and 38 over in Mason. Even though our temperatures are above freezing, we're still expecting a couple of wet snowflakes to mix in with the rain showers that we have in the forecast. And then we are tracking a big cool down just in time for the weekend. 6 News at noon starts right now.
WLNS is here for you with 6 News at noon.
President Donald Trump continues his efforts to cut the federal workforce. Today brought a new wave of mass firings and billions of dollars in funding slashed. It's our top story at noon. Thank you for joining us. I'm Megan Vaselli. USAID employees now expected to clear their workspaces today as the agency, which provides humanitarian aid overseas, gets dismantled. Natalie Brand is here for you now with the latest from Washington.
Supporters clapped as former USAID employees collected their belongings from the agency's now closed Washington headquarters. The moment brought some to tears.
I just wanted them to know that I appreciated the 20 years that we spent together protecting the American people from deadly pandemic diseases and ensuring that people throughout the world understood that America is great because America is good.
Staffers at the U.S. Agency for International Development are clearing out as the Trump administration slashes foreign aid. CBS News has confirmed a nearly 90% cut in foreign aid contracts, totaling nearly $60 billion. While the USAID has been a key target for President Trump's downsizing, the administration is giving all government agencies about 2 weeks to submit plans for reorganization and prepare for what it calls large-scale reduction in force or mass layoffs.
The new memo notes agencies should look at duplication and positions that are non-critical. Elon Musk, the Department of Government Efficiency's top advisor, hasn't put a number on coming layoffs.
We wish to keep everyone who is doing a job that is essential and doing that job well.
But unions say so far the firings have been reckless.
These are critical positions, and they're not just wasteful positions.
Among the thousands of newly hired workers laid off last week, dozens of IRS staffers in Ogden, Utah, home to one of the biggest IRS processing centers.
These are the people who process your tax returns. These are the people who get your refunds out to you.
The 6,700 cuts at the IRS are among the largest agency firings to date, just as tax season ramps up. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
Meanwhile, President Trump gave an update on the 25% tariffs on goods imported from Mexico and Canada. He posted to Truth Social today saying they'll go into effect by next Tuesday, and he'll lift them only when the flow of illegal drugs into the U.S. stops or is seriously limited. Michigan, of course, will feel the impacts of these tariffs right away. It's something Governor Gretchen Whitmer discussed last night during her 7th State of the State address.
25% tariffs on everything would slow down construction, shutter small businesses, lead to layoffs in the auto industry, and cost Michigan families an extra $1,200 a year at the store and at the pump, because companies will pass their higher costs on to the consumer.
6 News continues to follow an investigation this afternoon after Lansing police say someone fired shots into a home. Lansing police say it happened just before 2:30 this morning on Lyons Avenue near Clifford Park. Officers got several reports of shots fired, and when they got there, they found a home damaged with bullets. Lansing PD says no one was hurt, and while it hasn't identified a suspect, it says there's no threat to the community. Staying in Lansing, the future of Eastern High School remains unknown as community members and owners disagree on whether to preserve the old building or turn it into a new psychiatric facility. Members of the Coalition to Preserve Eastern High School and Promote Mental Health Care now are looking to make their voices heard, picketing at Lansing City Hall today. That's where we find Karina Prieto, who joins us now live with a closer look. Karina, what's going on today?
Yeah, Megan, that's right. I'm here at City Hall where people are rallying for the preservation of the West Wing and the auditorium of Eastern High School. U of M Health Sparrow purchased the building back in 2016 and in 2014 announced its plans to turn it into a new facility to address the behavioral health crisis. Now the group is a bit frustrated, saying that Sparrow filed for a demolition permit and will not speak with representatives from the coalition. They are asking that Mayor Schor and other city officials to keep the West Wing and auditorium standing for preservation analysis. Now, just this morning, Mayor Schor gave 6 News a statement saying that if healthcare provider meets the statutory requirements, the city is legally required to issue the permit. He went on to say that the entire site is needed for the new facility. Sparrow also gave 6 News a statement saying that years of deterioration, water damage, mold, and asbestos have left Eastern beyond repair. Now, we will have more on this from both sides on 6 News tonight. Live in Lansing, Karina Prieto, 6 News.
Karina, thank you for that live report. February marks Career and Technical Education Month. So today, the Jackson Area Career Center is celebrating with its annual open house for students and parents. 8th through 11th graders and their families are invited to tour the center and learn about its nearly 24 programs offered. These programs aim to prepare students for high demand, high wage, and high skill careers. They can even earn college credits and industry credentials for free, all before leaving high school. Today's open house is from 4 to 7, and counselors will be on hand to answer any questions.
From Storm Tracker 6, this is Weather First, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
A gloomy afternoon across mid-Michigan on this Thursday. Satellite and radar still shows dry conditions across our area, but notice off to our west, we're already starting to see a couple of scattered rain and snow showers beginning to move in off of the lakeshore. These showers will continue to track east as we go throughout the rest of the afternoon, increasing our chance for precipitation. And this is all a part of a larger but weaker area of low pressure off to our northeast. This system will continue to move through the eastern portion of Canada, again increasing our chance for both a rain and snow mix, even though our air temperatures are still going to be well above freezing. Again, PrecisionCast shows that activity beginning to move in this afternoon and evening. We will eventually dry things out overnight tonight with mostly cloudy conditions in our forecast, and that is also going to be how we start off our Friday. However, by the time we get into Friday afternoon, another system will begin to work its way through the area. This one is going to be accompanied by a fairly strong cold front, which is going to be increasing our chance for rain by the time we hit 1-2 o'clock Friday afternoon. But any activity that we are seeing is going to be fairly isolated in nature. That'll continue throughout our Friday evening as well. In terms of wind speeds for today, they are going to be on the increase with gusts anywhere between 20 to 25 miles per hour this afternoon and evening. They're going to be even stronger as we move into our Friday afternoon. Gusts a little bit closer to that 40, if not 45 mile per hour mark across mid-Michigan, and we'll hold on to those breezy conditions as we move into our Saturday as well. The big difference on Saturday is not going to be the wind gusts, but the wind direction. They will be changing to coming out of the northwest, and that is going to help to bring a much more cooler air mass into the area, with temperatures likely topping out below the freezing mark both Saturday and then for Sunday as well. Outside right now, we have widespread cloud cover in place. Temperatures in Lansing 37 degrees. It is already breezy. Wind sustained at 17 miles per hour, drops our feels like temperatures down into the upper 20s. Similar situation in Grand Ledge, dry and cloudy. That peak wind gust of 21 miles per hour. Temperatures currently at 37 degrees. We still have some lingering fog across the area. Good news is it is starting to lift, so visibility is improving across the region. Precipitation total in Jackson, 0.03 of an inch. That occurred right around midnight. Temperatures currently at 39 degrees, feeling like we're right at the freezing mark. And you can still see some of that fog beginning to lift out of the area once we take a look at our Hillsdale camera. Temperatures currently at 40 degrees. Again, same as the feels like temperature. No sustained winds at this time. Only a couple of hundredths of an inch of precipitation actually falling into the rain gauge. High temperatures for today topping out in the low 40s across the area with that rain and snow mix in the forecast. We dry things out overnight tonight with mostly cloudy conditions overhead, and our overnight lows falling down into the upper 20s. Our 6-day forecast forecast shows another really warm day for tomorrow. High temperatures in the upper 40s. Even though we will have the chance for a couple of sprinkles, still going to be at least some dry time to actually go outside and enjoy it. And you should definitely do so, because notice those temperatures absolutely crashing for the weekend. Highs in the 20s on Saturday, near the freezing mark just in time for Sunday, before we return to the 40s early next week. Yeah, that roller coaster is going to continue, not just this 6-day period. It also looks like maybe the next 12 days as well.
All right, well, just be prepared.
We'll get
I got a
used to
stuffy
it.
nose. I've got the light jacket. I've got the winter jacket. I've got my boots, rain boots, snow boots, tennis shoes.
You just need everything on standby at the front door for the next few days.
All right, perfect, Kendall. Thank you. Coming up, we'll have the latest from New Mexico, where actor Gene Hackman, his wife, and their dog all were found dead inside their home.